Now, I am not going to deny that I don't like going off jumps. Going big, hitting that lip, getting some good airtime, giving it a tweak, floating over and nailing the landing. However, it can be a lot of fun to come to the jump super fast as well. And with going that bit faster, you're definitely going to go further. So here is our guide on how to squash a jump. This right here is an absolutely perfect jump that you're going to have to squash. If you come into it, you can actually pop because it's got a really nice lip on it. However, if you come in really fast and you've been pedaling through this section, for example when you're racing or something like that, then you are going to have to squash it. It's going to give you quite a lot of distance. You'd actually clear right over the landing. So how are you going to do that? Well, coming into the lip, you're going to be quite low down on the bike. You're going to preload that suspension and rolling up to the lip. You want to do it exactly the same as you would for a normal jump. You're going to be lifting that front wheel up, and it's when you're in the air that you start to squash the jump itself. And by squashing, what I really mean is just aggressively pushing down on the bike, really pushing it into the landing. You want to keep looking ahead though, that's the main thing, looking for that landing. Once you've spotted it, push down with the rear and then push down with the front to nail in, and you're going to carry the maximum amount of speed into that next section. This jump right here is a perfect example of where you might need to squash it. You come into the section through a series of berms, you're coming in really fast, and it's a step up as well. So if you do go to squash it, then you're totally safe. So the first thing that I'm definitely going to say is make sure that you can actually get over the jump, you're doing it correctly, and you've got your technique dialed. We've got plenty of jumping videos, which will be in the description down below. So if you're struggling with jumping, check them out. So as you're coming up the lip of this one, you can actually really just squash it. And what that's going to allow you to do is you're going to get to the top of the landing. So you've got the maximum amount of time to prepare for this next berm that's behind me. Once you're totally comfortable with that jump, you've got a bit of extra speed. All that you've got to do is really push the bike down using your hips and also your heels. Then you're going to absolutely nail the landing and get into the next section super fast. Right here, we've got the perfect scenario as to why you might want to squash a jump. Coming into this section, you come out the big berm there really fast, and if you jump this and you're not squashing it and you land somewhere just down here, then you're going to lose all your speed and you're going to be struggling to make that tabletop. So the big thing about squashing jumps is it allows you to carry more flow down the trail. And with that, you get more speed, which will allow you to tackle some of the big jumps, especially on those flow trails. Here you can see that I'm coming into the jump and I'm boosting off it, getting a lot of airtime, landing heavy and bottoming out my suspension, losing all my speed and momentum. Here you can see I'm squashing the jump. I'm coming out with a lot more momentum to hit that second takeoff. And as I squash it, I push my whole body weight into the ground, really taking up any airtime and coming into the next section with the maximum amount of speed. And that is really why you want to be squashing jumps. So there you go, some key pointers on how you might squash jumps. Before you start squashing these jumps though, make sure you're confident and comfortable and you can actually clear the jump before you start it. If you want to watch some more videos about jumping from GMBN, why don't you click just up there for how to clear doubles. And if speed isn't your thing but height is, why don't you click just down there for 4 ways to get bigger air with Brendan Fairclough. Don't forget to click on that globe to subscribe, because remember, you get a great video every single day of the week.